Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christy with Ahn Co. It's Friday, July 26th. I'm going to go over the markets for today and the week with you. So it was a negative day and a negative week for the grain markets. There's no getting around it. And what we have is just a lack of news right now that we've traded more technical than anything for the last week or two. You are currently doing everything you possibly can be doing to make the best crop of this situation with the weather we have. Now, there are a few very dry pockets. It showed up on the drought monitor, parts of Iowa, parts of Illinois, and they are forecasted to get rain Sunday through Tuesday. Now, if they do not get that, that is going to be a big deal to this market, as you really need those areas to perform well, and especially a lot of these areas should be pollinating very soon. So you'll be watching that on Sunday evening to see what they decide to do with that weather model and whether or not the rains really come true. There's also supposed to be some rains working through Minnesota. I know parts of Minnesota could really use it as well now, and so you'll be watching to see what kind of rains we get, but for now the forecast doesn't have too many threats in there, and if the extended forecast can build some moisture in it, you really don't have those threats. So right now the bull is lacking some information. You started off the week on a positive note, trying to get that bullish atmosphere out there that China was shopping U.S. ag products, and really that rumor stuck around this market all week long. They talked about how China was waiving tariffs and giving that chance to private firms to come in and buy U.S. products and not get charged that retaliative tariff. That was the first time in over a year that has happened, but USDA has not confirmed private sales yet, and so right now they are just rumors. You also heard that China was interested in U.S. corn. That would be huge for this market as well, because our export market in corn has been dismal. We need that to pick up as well, but once again, just rumors until we can get that confirmation from USDA. So what you ended up doing was the path to least resistance for this week on the grain markets was lower. And that's what we saw. Corn market down 4 cents on the day. You bounced off key support levels at 424, broke through them, came back, closed above them. That is a good close, but an ugly close nonetheless, because it was just barely above that 424 level on D's corn. So we'll be watching that. Down 16 1/4 on the week. When you look at the bean market, you bounced off support lines yesterday at 889. That was good to see. Really, you've shown these technical targets, been tried and true over the last couple weeks here, but overall still down 18 1/4 on the week. Wheat markets lower here as well. Chicago wheat down 3.5 cents today, down 6.5 on the week. Minneapolis up 1.5 pennies today, down 4 3/4 on the week. And then Kansas City down 5.5 cents, down 8 cents on the week. So not as bad as corn and beans, but still nonetheless just not a lot of positivity. Wheat's going to be a follower here for a while, as you just don't have the story like you have for corn and beans. So you should see it kind of just follow what the rest of the markets do. When you look over to meat markets, big week there. You are now starting to kind of tug the hog market between cash trade really starting to rally and up against some resistance points on the futures board. So you're going to see which one wins itself out. But on the week, hog market up 255. Cash index remains extremely strong, coming up above 78 bucks now. It's really been rallying this week. When you look at cattle markets, live cattle up just over $1 this week. Feeders up 375, and then cash trade yet to develop, but it looks like it might come in about $1 higher than last week, just waiting to get that confirmation. And so those markets really up against some key technical resistance points, and that's going to be the big thing, is if they can get some news to push through it. Otherwise, you might see a stall out here for just a little bit. Outside markets relatively quiet today. So like I said, what you're going to be watching is definitely what managed money does here, and then what the weather forecast does coming into Sunday evening if you're still forecasted for those rains for Iowa and Illinois. I do have to close with the disclaimer: trading futures and options involves risk loss and is not suitable for all producers. This is a solicitation. Have a great day.